My name is Nancy Kasvosve. I'm originally from Zimbabwe. That's where I was born and raised. The Netherlands is my fourth country. And what do? I'm a marketer. That's my current functional role. But I have a broader view of what I want to do with my career. So I'm incredibly passionate about equity. Several reasons that made this idea come to life. So the first was that there was a personal part of it where I was struggling. Right, I just moved my life to a new continent. I'm in a country where I don't even have the language skills to get around. I just didn't have access to the rest of the company, and I couldn't visualize where I wanted to go from there. So that was one part of my motivation for starting Philips Women Lead. Then the second thing that then came along to enable this was around that very same time, we started a movement in Philips called Be the Change, right? Very cliche name, but very significant in many ways. I started talking to a lot of different women about and then the Be the Change network became really kind of the catalyst for me to like write this down and make this PowerPoint and start just talking to people about what they were looking for. Now, the next bit of how this idea came to life was that same year, so 2018, there were a couple of women who came together and went into Philips leadership and said, we want to celebrate International Women's Day, right? And first it was supposed to be this little small affair, but it actually ended up blowing up like across the company. And I went to the first ever International Women's Day celebration that we had, and it was here in Eindhoven. For the rest of that year, the company hired our first global inclusion and diversity lead. And she started working on a bigger strategy and concept. So the concept of an employee resource group grew also. And Philips Women Lead was one of the first ones, alongside Be the Change. And so internally, people are connecting more and stuff like that. And then when people are coming from outside, they do get to learn about it. And I've had people reach out to me, like you guys reaching out to me on LinkedIn or something like that. There isn't a structure in place yet to use it to attract candidates to Philips. But yeah, our ambition is that every woman who is thinking about joining the company should know that they have a place. There is what I have learned leading Philips Women Lead, right, is captured in this one phrase that I saw in a TED Talk. And the day I saw it, I just always was like, I connected with it so much, right? And the phrase is, we are the ones we have been waiting for.